Let me tell you something, chosen one. Things don't come easy for you because you are a generational curse breaker. Ooh. Like, let me repeat it again for you right now. Things don't come easy for you. Why? Because you are a generational curse breaker. Like, have you ever wondered why, chosen one, things are always hard for you? Like, it doesn't matter how much you try to accomplish something in your life. It doesn't matter how much you try to change your life. Like, things are always difficult for you. Things, they don't come easy for you like they do with other people. And all this time, man, you kept asking yourself all these questions like, why? Why is it always hard for me? It doesn't matter how much I pray to God. It doesn't matter how much I try to change my life. It doesn't matter how much I try to accomplish my goals. It seems like you are the one that always has less than other people. And you know very well that you are more talented than them. You are more smarter than them. You have a good heart than them. But why is it so hard for you to do it, to make it? I'm going to tell you why, chosen one. The reason why it's so hard for you, the reason why it's so difficult for you, is because you are the one that God has called. Ooh. Listen, someone type it in the comments right now and say, I'm the one that God has called. Ooh. Listen, do you think Jesus Christ had it easy? No, no. Like, God called Jesus Christ to come on earth, to come on in this world, to serve his purpose to the world. Right? To help people, to heal people, to do miracles in this world. But do you think that things were easy for Jesus Christ? No. Jesus Christ had it the worst. Things were extremely difficult for Jesus Christ, even though he was called by God. Right? And people, they crucified Jesus Christ. The way they hated Jesus Christ. The way they were so against what he was doing in this world. They decided to crucify him. He ended up carrying the cross. Listen, God said, that's what's happening to you right now. You are basically the Jesus Christ of your hometown. Ooh. You are basically the Jesus Christ of your generation. Ooh. And God said, listen, you have to carry the cross. Ooh. I gave you the cross because I knew that you'll be able to carry it. Ooh. Listen, God said he gave you the cross because he knew that you'll be able to carry it. Ooh. Listen, chosen one. You have to carry the cross. Oh, and what do I mean by the cross? I don't mean like physical, you have to go and carry the cross. No, all the things that are happening to you today. All the difficult things that are happening to you today. All the rejections that you are facing today. All the struggles that you are facing today. All the terrible things that are happening to you today. That's your cross. Ooh. That's the cross that God has given you. Ooh. Because he knew very well that you will be able to carry it. Ooh. My God. Listen, God said you are a generational curse breaker. You are the one that he has called. He has chosen. Ooh. So God has given you a special purpose in your life. God has given you a special gift in your life. God has given you a special talent in your life so that you can be able to serve the world. But God said, I'm not going to make it easy for you. Ooh. I'm going to make it difficult for you. Ooh. Ooh. He said he didn't make it easy for Jesus Christ. No. Like Jesus Christ had to face all these things in this world. People rejecting him. People, mocking him. People laughing at him. That was the cross that Jesus Christ, he had to carry in this world. And then people, they ended up crucifying him. Listen, God said, in the end, there are people who will try to crucify you. Just like how they did with Jesus Christ. Why? Because they won't be able to handle the purpose that you have in your life. They won't be able to handle what God has called you to do. Because God has called you to do great things in this world. God has called you to set a new path for other people in this world. God has called you to do miracles in this world. To make an impact in this world. And God said, how are you going to do it? How are you going to make miracles in this world when you expect an easy life? When you expect him to give you things just like that? He said, no, you have to work for it. And how are you going to work for it? You have to take that purpose that God has given you. You have to take that gift, that talent, those talents that God has given you. And you have to serve it to the world. It doesn't matter how much they try. It doesn't matter how much they try to reject you, to push you aside, to mock you, to laugh at you, and be like, look at what this person is doing. Look at what they are doing with their lives. God said, you have to be able to ignore what they have to say about you and focus only on me and my purpose that I've given you. Ooh. God said, yes, things won't be easy for you. Because I'm the one that has called you to break the generational curse in your family. In your bloodline, in your hometown. Because listen, most of the people that are surrounding you today, chosen one, they are used to things being done right in a regular way, in the same way. But you, chosen one, you are doing things in a different way. You are taking things on a different route. You are doing new things. You are setting new paths. You are a trailblazer. You are a trendsetter. You are a leader that other people, they are looking up to. Why? Because you're doing things in a new way. And other people, they are not used to the way you're doing your thing. Ooh. Someone type it in the comments right now and say, they are not used to the way I'm doing my thing. Ooh. Listen, chosen one. There's this thing that I read. I think it was online on Facebook where they say that people, the way they are so used to things being done in the same way, they will not be able to forgive the person, the creative person that comes and do things in a different way. Ooh. This is why, chosen one, a lot of people, great leaders that have died in the past, they were only appreciated after they are gone. Their work has only been appreciated when they were no longer alive. Why? Because people don't appreciate people who think differently than them. So it's going to take time for people to appreciate the work. It's going to take time for people to appreciate what you're bringing to the table. It's going to take time for people to appreciate your craft, your talent, your purpose. Why? Because people are used to do things the way they did. So you, chosen one, you are doing something different. You are setting a new path. For people to follow. Now listen, chosen one, this is why things are hard for you. Because you are trying to convince people, right? You are trying to convince people to follow you. But people, they are not willing to follow you right now. They are not willing to follow you right now because they don't want to do what you're doing. Because you're doing something different. You are setting a new path. You are going down on a different road. And most people are still stuck on their comfort zone. Oh, listen, the reason why things are so difficult for you today, chosen one, is because you stepped out of your comfort zone, of the comfort zone that other people are used to. And you're doing something new. You're doing something different. You're bringing something different to the table. And other people, they can't handle it. So they may not appreciate what you're doing now. They may not appreciate the work that you're doing now. That's why it's hard for you to get support. That's why it's so hard for you to get people to believe in what you're doing. That's why things are so hard for you. Because you are meant to break the generational curse. Ooh. You are meant to set a new path. Ooh. So listen, chosen one, that's all from me today. If you have found value from watching this video, man, make sure you give this video a like, comment, share, subscribe right now. I'll see you on the next video. Like I always say, man, believe that.